Hello friends, this is Professor Shashikant Lamkani, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering of NB Navle Sinhagad College of Engineering, Kegaon, Solapur. I am having 11 years of teaching experience and 1.5 years of industrial experience. I have completed my post-graduation with mechanical design engineering. So in this video, I am going to cover the topic gear trends. So under gear train we are going to see the different contents in this video, that is types of gear trains. So the types, under the types, first one is a simple gear train, second one is a compound gear train, third one is a epicyclic gear train, and last one is the reverted gear train. So under epicyclic gear train there are two more type. One is a simple epicyclic gear train and another one is a compound epicyclic gear train. So before moving to actual content, we are going to see what is the meaning of gear train. The two or more gears are made to mesh with each other to transmit the power from one shaft to another. Such a combination is called as gear train or train of toothed wheel. It means that when two or more gears are meshing with each other to transmit the power from one shaft to another, then this combination is called as gear train. So this combination is shown in figure. This is the first shaft on which there is a one gear. This is the second shaft on which there is a another gear. So these two gears are meshing with each other. So first shaft is a driver and second shaft is a driven. So here we are going to transmit the power from one shaft to another shaft with the help of the gear train. So this is the three-dimensional view of gear train. So after this we are going to see the actual content of the video, that is types of gear train. So very first type of gear train is a simple gear train. Now, what is simple gear train? When there is only one gear on each shaft, as shown in figure, it is known as simple gear train. It means that one gear on each shaft, then the gear train is called as simple gear train. So here this is the first shaft and this is the second shaft. So on each shaft there is a only one gear, then we can call it as a simple epicyclic gear train. So along with the construction, so we are going to see the velocity ratio, as first gear is a driver and second one is a driven. So there is a transmission of power from driver to driven. So that's why we are going to see the speed ratio of this gear. So for speed ratio we require some terms, that is n1. N1 is the speed of gear 1 or driver in rpm. Then n2 is the speed of gear 2 or driven or follower in rpm. Then t1 number of teeth on gear 1 and t2 be the number of teeth on gear 2. So n1 speed of gear 1, n2 speed of gear 2, t1 number of teeth on gear 1 and t2 be the number of teeth on gear 2. So now we see the speed ratio or velocity ratio. So what is the meaning of speed ratio or velocity ratio? The speed ratio or velocity ratio of gear train is ratio of speed of driver to the speed of driven. So velocity ratio is simply nothing but ratio of speed of driver to the speed of driven gear. So it represent mathematically. So n1 upon n2 is called as speed ratio. So n1 be the speed of driver and n2 be the speed of driven. So it may represent with the in the form of number of teeth. Okay, so the number of teeth, so t2 upon t1 is the nothing but the speed ratio. So it may be noted that the ratio of speed of driven or follower to the speed of a driver is known as train value of gear train. Okay, so the speed ratio is n1 upon n2, then the train value is reciprocal of it, that is n2 upon n1. So mathematically train value will be n2 upon n1, and similar to this is equal to in the form of t1 upon t2. So train value is the reciprocal of speed ratio. So as the equation here n1 upon n2, the equation of train value become n2 upon n1. Similar way here the equation is t2 upon t1. As it is a reciprocal, the train value is a reciprocal of speed ratio, that's why it becomes t1 upon t2. So we are going to see some more cases for the simple gear train. So when the distance between two gear is large, when the distance between two gear or two shaft is large, then in that case we are going to transmit the power from one shaft to another shaft by two methods. So first method by providing large size gear, and second method by providing one or more intermediate gears. But the first method is not convenient and it is a uneconomical method. That's why preferably we prefer the second condition, that is provision of the one or more intermediate gear to transmit the power from one shaft to another shaft when the distance between these two shafts is large. Okay, so here in this figure the one gear is used as a intermediate gear. So as one is odd number, so therefore the direction of driver as well as direction of driven is same, and if the number of intermediate gears are even, then the uh, direction of rotation of driver and direction of rotation of driven is in opposite direction. It means that when we are going to use odd number of intermediate gear, then the direction of driver as well as driven is same, and if we use the number of intermediate gears are even, then the direction of driver and driven is opposite. So now we are going to see the velocity ratio for this case. So before moving to velocity ratio, we are going to see some terms. So here n1 is a speed of driver, n2 is the speed of intermediate gear, and n3 is the speed of driven gear. Similarly, T1 is the T1 is the number of teeth on driver, T2 is the number of teeth on intermediate gear, and T3 is the number of teeth on a driven gear. Now we are going to see the velocity ratio. So first we are going to concentrate on gear 1 and 2. So as they are in mesh with each other. So velocity ratio for gear 1 and 2 is n1 upon n2. So n1 upon n2 is equal to t2 upon t1. So this is equation number 1. Now this gear 2 is in meshing with gear 3. Then the speed ratio of gear 2 and 3 is n2 upon n3 is equal to t3 upon t2. The speed ratio of this gear train is obtained by multiplying equation 1 and 2. So after multiplication of equation number 2, then the equation is n1 upon n2 into n2 upon n3 is equal to t2 upon t1 into t3 upon t2. But here n2 and n2 get cancelled and these t2 and t2 get cancelled, therefore The final equation for this such type of gear train is N1 upon N3, and N1 upon N3 is equal to T3 upon T1. Now, though, so here the speed ratio is again speed of driver to the speed of driven, and number of teeth on driven to the number of teeth on driver. Similar way, train value is a reciprocal of speed ratio. Therefore, the value for train value for this gear train is speed of driven upon speed of driver is equal to number of teeth on driver to the number of teeth on driven. So similarly, it can be proved that the above equation holds good even if there are any number of intermediate gears. So from above we see that the speed ratio and the train value in the simple gear train are independent on size and number of intermediate gear. These intermediate gears are called as ideal gear as they do not affect the speed ratio of or train value of the system. The idle gears are used for following two purposes. So this is also called as idle gear or intermediate gear, and this is used for two purposes: to connect the gear where a large center distance is required, and second, to obtain the desired direction of motion of the driven gear. Now, if there are two intermediate gear, as we discussed previously, when the number of intermediate gear are even, then the direction of rotation of driver and driven is opposite. Now for such gear train, we also find out the speed ratio. So as N1 and N2 is in mesh, so therefore speed ratio for these two, N1 upon N2 is equal to T2 upon T1. This is equation number 1. Similarly, T2 and T3 are in mesh with each other. So T2 upon T3 is equal to T3 upon T2. This is equation number 2. And lastly, the gear 3 is in mesh with gear 4. So therefore N3 upon N4 is equal to T4 upon T3. This is the equation number 3. And after multiplication, we will get the value N1 upon N4 is equal to N4 upon, sorry, T4 upon T1. So this is the final equation of such type of gear train. So this is